What counts as qualified? Recruitment of unqualified teachers are those undertaking online license qualifications.
Yes. So we bandy the term qualified around a lot. I mean, I use it on my website. We recruit qualified teachers. But what qualified means depends on the country that you're going to. So to give you an example, the most stringent qualifications that we've got right now, with the exception of Indonesia, there's not a giant market in Indonesia, but is the United Arab Emirates, specifically Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi says that a qualified teacher is someone who has a degree, a bachelor's degree, that matches their teaching subject, and they have teacher training, and they have a teacher license issued by their home country or a country to teach in their state schools. So, and they also say that to be qualified in Abu Dhabi, you have to have 2 years of teaching experience after you get that license. So they are being very prescriptive in terms of what qualified means to them. Now, a different teacher who maybe just got their license and doesn't have a matching degree could easily get a job in Thailand. Thailand actually, the government is not prescriptive in terms of what teachers need to have. That's down to the school. So we have to balance the two things. One is what the government says you need to get a teaching visa, what kind of school you're going to, because that school might have different deals. So a state school in China who want an English teacher can take any teacher from native English speaking countries who has a TEFL certificate, and they can be teaching in a school in China in a state school. But to teach in an international school, you need to have 2 years of experience. And you need to have teacher qualifications. So depending on where you're teaching, that depends on what your qualifications are. So in terms of unqualified teachers, those who might not have a license or have an online PGCEI, it's going to depend on the country that you're going to and the kind of school you're going to, whether or not they can accept you. And that's one of the interesting puzzles of international recruitment, is we've got to keep all the, this person can't go to Abu Dhabi, but they could go to Ras Al Khaimah, and they actually could go to Bahrain just because of what they have on paper. So I would say the gold standard is a matching degree with what you're teaching. So if you're teaching maths, you have a mathematics degree. If you're teaching English, you have an English degree. You have a PGCE or a Master's of Education or a Bachelor's of Education in that subject and level, and you have a teaching license. So in South Africa, that would be SACE. In the US, it would be state certification. In the UK, it would be QTS. In Ireland, and New Zealand, it would be registered teacher.